Hi again folks, how's all doing? I thought I'd do this video in response to a number of emails I've had from people regarding the Caledonian single that Rapido have now made available for pre-order. I've had a few messages from people asking if I knew about it, if I was going to pre-order it, or what my thoughts were on it. If you don't know, Rapidpo Trains UK have made a new model of the Caledonian single wheeler available for pre-order in 4 different liveries, and the price for the DCC ready one is I think £249.95, and the DCC sound one is £364.95, so not cheap. Now, as you may know, I do like Caledonian stock, and I do have one of the old Triang single wheeler models that I made run a bit nicer by replacing the traction magnet with a bit of lead, fitting metal wheels to the tender and fitting pickups to them and hardwiring it to the locomotive. And for an old Triang model, it runs very nicely, albeit with a not very good traction. Hornby, of course, made a later version of this locomotive that had traction tyres on the drive wheels, which I thought was a bad idea. So I've never been hugely interested in that particular model. But I've said a few times in the past that I would love to see one of the current manufacturers produce a modern tooling of this particular locomotive. And lo and behold, Rapido are doing just that. So a big round of applause to Rapido for doing so. I really hope it's going to be a good model. I've always thought it'd be a good candidate for a modern tender drive configuration, because the locomotive itself, it'll depend how they balance it, because the Triang one was way too front heavy. The later Hornby one had traction tyres for traction, obviously. But I think if you made it tender drive with traction tyres on the tender wheels, you could balance the locomotive up fine and keep the traction tyres off the big wheels. But we'll see what Rapido do. They might have another solution and it might work just fine. It's going to be very interesting to see. Rapido also produced the H.R. Jones Goods locomotive, which a few folk asked me at the time if I was going to pre-order one of them. But I decided against it because of the cost. But there is a part of me that does really regret not getting one, because they do look very nice and they've had very good reviews. So yeah, kind of regret not getting one, but very expensive. I've never worked on a Rapido model or had one in my hands, but they seem to be pretty good. And when my attention was drawn to this new model from Rapido, I was kind of, oh no. How can I not? I need to have one of these, but look at the price. I mean, I should have one, shouldn't I? But I've always said I wouldn't pay more than £200 for a model. The Caledonian 812 that I bought, the Bachmann Caledonian 812, was just under £200. But this could be a much nicer model, and maybe I need to have it more. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Jings. So yeah, anyway, I know about it and I'm thinking about it. Let me know in the comments if you're thinking about getting one or pre-ordering one, or if you've already pre-ordered one, or just what you think about it. Yeah, jings. I'm certainly going to give it some serious thought, because I really do want one, but we shall see. Just a wee side note, I plan to be at Model Rail Scotland at the end of this month, probably Saturday the 22nd, but that's subject to weather conditions. I think I've got a bearing going on my car, and there's a possibility I might have carpet fitters coming that day, so I don't know. I'll confirm near the time, but I do plan to be at Model Rail Scotland either the Saturday or the Sunday. Caledonian single. What do I do? Catch you later, folks.